Hi, I'm Tiffany Pantozzi with Align Real Estate here in Central Florida, and you're watching Tiffany TV. Today, we're going to have one of our incredible agents, Jenna Tarifa, who represents the market of St. Pete, Florida, on to talk all about all the hot, sizzling, exciting things happening in the St. Pete market. So Jenna, welcome. How you doing today?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So if you guys don't know, Jenna and I have worked together for a number of years now. We collaborate with a lot of clients now going east to west coast of Florida. And she was originally in the Central Florida area, but she's originally from Sarasota and now lives in St. Pete. So she is our West Coast Florida girl, knows it all. She's our go-to lady. So Jenna, tell us a little bit about yourself and the market that you work in.
Okay, yeah. So I actually graduated from UCF. So I got a degree in real estate over there. So a bunch of the courses that you took were, appraisals, the development class, a law class for real estate. So super well-rounded, took all those courses, got that degree. And then I ended up reaching out to Tiffany. So I started working with Tiffany as her assistant for about 2 years and learned the ropes there before I moved to St. Pete and kind of started out on my own here. As far as me working here in this market, so St. Pete is hot, just like every other market there is in Florida, of course, but it's a great market to be in. It's growing, so it's super exciting to be investing here and also to living here too.
Absolutely. And we'll talk more about the investing there too, because they do that as well. Jenna is partnered with another rockstar agent of ours, DJ, and they have a wealth of knowledge, not only in, of course, the residential space and looking for primary residences, second homes, vacation homes, but also some really great opportunities for investment. So St. Pete, right? Of course, I know what St. Pete is, but like most people may not know what St. Pete is. So like, how does it get on the map? How did St. Pete get on the map?
So St. Pete is super close to Tampa. So it's right across the Tampa Bay. Basically the bridges can take you right over here. So everyone knows Tampa and everything that Tampa has to offer. So we're basically directly west of Tampa. And so we're basically the beach side. So all the beaches are along the St. Pete peninsula.
And if you don't follow Jenna and DJ, you have to, because it's gorgeous what she posts over there. Beautiful waterfront, places to hang out, homes to live in, it's just a really special place, and maybe a little bit more of a hidden gem that most people may not know about, maybe a little less traffic than the Tampa market that you might see, right? So why would somebody choose to potentially purchase in the St. Pete market versus the Tampa market?
So Tampa and St. Pete have totally different vibes. So St. Pete is more relaxed. It's more laid back. It's very small business and community central. So there's everything downtown in St. Pete is not a chain. They don't allow any chains. So all the boutiques, all the restaurants, everything's local owned. So that's a really big part of why people like to move here, because you're not just getting the Applebee's kind of chain restaurants that you'll find in other big cities. So St. Pete is really just that more relaxed vibe, which I think draws a lot of people here.
I love it. And there's all kinds of real estate. There are all kinds of price points. What do things look like when buying in St. Pete in terms of price point?
So downtown St. Pete, of course, there's, very expensive high rises. They're building a ton here. So if you can get in at a good early stage in the build process for these new construction townhomes or condos, you can get here in probably around the 800,000. You can get downtown in a brand new condo. And then waterfront homes now are upwards of $2 million.
Right. So we're still seeing that, you're in the your luxury space, the $1 million space to have waterfront in Florida, because I say we've been found out. Everybody knows how great Florida is, and they're coming from all over and they're looking for waterfront wherever they can find it. But St. Pete is so cute, and it's growing tremendously, and it is like a little breath of fresh air away from the bigger city. Right. So what are some of the developments happening now in the community in the St. Pete area that you're most excited about?
So I'm super excited about there's 3 new construction condo towers that are being built. So there's 2 that are right in the downtown core here, and they're going to really elevate our skyline. So it's going to be really exciting to see now, especially when you're on your boat in the water, the skyline's going to be tremendously bigger. And then they're also building one down Central Ave, which is a little bit further. It's called the Edge District of downtown. So they're building more condos down there because there aren't many condos in that area of St. Pete. So those 3 I'm very excited about. And so I can't wait for those to kind of pop up.
So are those places that people would look for a primary residence, second home, or are those more of like the Airbnb investment? What kind of properties are those?
So those are more investment and personal residence. So you actually can't Airbnb in like downtown St. Pete.
So they protect it. They protect it.
Protect. You can only do it 3 times a year under 30 days. So not really so much for the short-term rentals here in downtown, but the personal residences, of course, and then a lot of investors, what they're doing is you're buying, these condos 2 years out of completion. So of course, by the 2-year end mark that the condo would be completed, a lot of the investors are selling them right away because the economy here and just St. Pete in general
that they've seen since they purchased it is tremendous, right?
Yeah. So about 50% they were saying are investors that are basically going to flip the condos.
Mm-hmm. But not necessarily investors looking to Airbnb it out because that's not the product. Right. They're not allowed to do that there. So are there parts of St. Pete that you can Airbnb and have that kind of an investment?
Yeah, so more so there's a very small kind of sliver more towards the beach side that you can Airbnb over there. So it's protected in the city of St. Pete. No Airbnbs in the city of St. Pete. But if you go more south, so South St. Pete and a little West St. Pete, there's Airbnb sections there.
Well, that's good because again, if you're looking for a beautiful, place that's close to the water, you're looking for a primary residence or a vacation home for your family that you don't want it to be so transient. You don't want that, Airbnb vibe where people are coming in and trashing the community or things like that. Not that that always happens, but people don't care as much when it's not their primary community. So that's good that you protect a lot of those areas there. So what is the drive time from St. Pete to Tampa?
So you're about from downtown St. Pete to downtown Tampa is about 20 to 30 minutes, depending on the bridge traffic.
Okay. So that's not bad. That's a quick ride. And there's so much entertainment now in Tampa. New big events are coming to Tampa. So really being just outside of the busyness is still a wonderful little gem to find of St. Pete.
Right. Yeah. You're kind of outside of the hustle and bustle, but you're like close to everything at the same time if you wanted to pop over to Tampa for any of their events over there.
So when you see buyers coming into the St. Pete market, what are they looking for compared to what they might be looking for if they were a Tampa buyer or a Miami buyer? What are the differences you're seeing in the buyer coming to the St. Pete market?
So St. Pete, a lot of times, like I said, more people are looking for that more relaxed lifestyle. Either it's retirees or families that are just looking to starting to grow. You can get a little bit more bang for your buck depending on where you're looking in St. Pete, maybe than you are in Tampa. But as far as St. Pete goes, it's really just what your vibe is. And of course, you have waterfront, you have the downtown condos, you have the suburbs like in the middle. But it's really just if you want that more relaxed, outdoorsy kind of lifestyle, there's a bunch of places that you can walk, bike here along the water. So it's a very active community.
Which I love. And I always see Jenna and DJ, they're biking, they're, biking to their showings. And it's just such a cool, again, like she said, it's a lifestyle that you have to be looking for. Yeah. And there's a lot of different communities within the St. Pete market. So again, Jenna does these really fantastic videos called Where's Where with Jenna. And she defines, really talks about the uniqueness of each different community. So it seems like there's so many different segments of St. Pete, Jenna. Maybe talk about how to differentiate where you would even look if you were looking for St. Pete.
Yeah, so St. Pete has a bunch of different neighborhoods, and that's what we pride ourselves on, I guess. And so each neighborhood has their own vibe. So, for example, if you're looking in the Old Northeast neighborhood, so that neighborhood has a bunch of old, beautiful charms. They're like early 1900 homes, a lot of craftsman, colonial style homes there. And then if you go literally directly across the street into the other neighborhood, you have more of those bungalows, really cute, small, quaint houses. So you kind of just have to pick your vibe and see what neighborhood best fits you, because you can literally cross the street and you'll be in a completely different area with different restaurants, different boutiques. And so there's more boho spaces, and then there's more, that luxury kind of on the waterfront neighborhoods too.
That makes it so fun though, like, and
Mhm.
it switches it up. And, I mean, a lot of small beach towns or small water, towns close to the water, they're all the same, right? So it's cool that you have
Mhm.
this segment of to differentiate the area. So what would be your main reason to tell somebody to buy in St. Pete versus maybe other markets in Florida?
So I'm just biased towards St. Pete. Of course, I live here, so I'm super biased towards it. But at the end of the day, St. Pete, I love being outside. I love being by the water. Riding bikes, getting on the boat, jet skis, whatever it is. And here it's so easy. I literally walk. I live in an apartment downtown. It's like I walk downstairs, and every single thing's at your fingertips. Grocery stores. Um, shops, boutiques, whatever. So it's really nice to be in St. Pete because you have that like charm that you're able to just find something local. In a lot of the neighborhoods here, so St. Pete's on that peninsula. So you really are 15 minutes from anywhere, which is nice. So you're 15 minutes from the beach or downtown. So you can really bike and walk almost anywhere you want, which is like so nice.
And even to be 20 minutes to Tampa. Tampa's a major
Right.
city, and
Yeah.
there's so much more coming there. And to just be only 20 minutes to Tampa, yet still have all of those benefits of living in St. Pete, that's a tremendous value to have. I mean, I live in Orlando, love Orlando, but I'm still an hour or more to get to the beach, right?
Right.
And to be able to enjoy that beach life. So that is definitely a true value that you have, being right so close to such a big city like Tampa.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So Jenna, we are very specific in how we do business here at Align Real Estate, and Jenna is one of the OGs. She's been with me. She, I trust her with any of my clients, and we work clients together. So Jenna, tell us a little bit about your experience working with Align and how how it's evolved your business today in building, being our West Coast girl.
No, yeah, it's been great. Align, we're backed by a side, of course. So we have all this technology at our disposal and at our fingertips, and it makes my life a whole lot easier as an agent and efficient. So I love that aspect of it. And then as well to my clients, I can provide my buyers with great tools as far as finding clients or finding houses, and also doing like analysis. And then same with my sellers, giving them the best exposure because the technology back of this brokerage.
Absolutely. And Jenna, she actually also has a background in accounting.
Mhm.
Right, Jenna? So, she's a numbers girl too. She can, break down the numbers really well. And so we're really selective with the agents that we select here, and making sure that they are true advisors, full-time professionals, serious about what we do. We only want to provide a higher level of experience and, high level expertise. So I know confidently that if you're looking in the St. Pete market and even into Tampa and Sarasota, originally she's from Sarasota, Tampa's right around the corner for her. So she does spread out a little bit on, the coast there. And so if you're looking to buy there, or if you have a property to sell, Jenna will be your girl. So Jenna, tell them a little bit about how to follow you, how to get in touch with you so that they know when they're looking.
Yeah, so I'm almost basically on all the social media platforms. So Instagram, it's just Jenna_Tarifa. I'm on YouTube. You can search me there. I'm on TikTok a little bit here and there. And so LinkedIn, Facebook, I'm on all of the websites. So if you just type my name in, I'll come right up, and I'll of course follow everyone back too.
Absolutely. And again, a lot of people are relocating from other states. They don't know much about South Florida or any of Florida, let's just say. So again, if you're not sure you want to be in what market you want to be, we have advisors across the state. So if it's not the Central Florida market, we can advise you to Jenna, who knows multiple markets on the West Coast, or an East Coast advisor. But you'd be in great hands working with us, and we'd love to help answer any questions that you have. So thank you, Jenna, for coming on and sharing a little bit about St. Pete.
Yeah, of course.
For sure. And we'll see you guys next time on Tiffany TV. Have a great day.
Bye. Thank you.